Welcome to the IME Community Podcast, where self-love is your superpower to achieve your weight and life goals and make your mark in the world. Your host is Dr. Carla, activist, MD. If you're a teen who's looking to revolutionize your health and can't wait to follow your dreams, welcome to the IME community.
Community, this is Dr. Carla. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, that's an old song, and you may think, oh, that's cheesy. But as summer's starting, and by the way, welcome to IME Community Radio, and I'm so excited you're here for this mini podcast episode. So I'm doing these twice a week. I'm sharing all the amazing IME community happenings because there's so much going on, and I know you all have a lot going on this summer. And I hope that you'll make IME community a part of it and share it with all your friends and parents, share it with parents, and doctors, share it with doctors because it's incredible. And so there's a lot going on, and I hope you'll check out the YouTube channel, like and subscribe, go to the IME Community Podcast, and if you're already listening, like and subscribe to that. Sign up for my Make It Fun to Get It Done 3-day email challenge, which is so fun, and get help on day 2 from our friends at Dunder Mifflin, and we all love The Office, and it comes back to Netflix. And the first step of Make It Fun to Get It Done, and I coach a lot of teens, especially during COVID, and I talk about this a lot, and we all face this, especially during COVID, but sometimes all of us, even other times throughout the year, and other times in our life, is that we're just kind of in a little bit of a funk and we don't have motivation. And so how do we come out of that? And I talked about that in the last mini podcast episode, was how do we come out from that and reemerge and get into the traffic of the world? And we have to take massive action. And when we do that, we're going to have self-doubt. There's nothing going wrong, but massive action isn't just going to, there's a perfect time for that, isn't just going to show up. And massive action can be anything, like meeting with a friend, going to school, rounding out the year the way you want it to at school, doing something in the community, reaching out on social media, just kind of re-emerging, and that's massive action, and it counts, and you only count your wins, and you're compassionate, and move forward from your losses, okay? And so what I want to teach you today is like my playlist of the day, the Walking on Sunshine song, and maybe I'll put my sunglasses back on because my future's so bright I have to wear shades, okay? So how do we feel better? How do we get to feel more positive emotions without being like toxic positivity? Because life coaching is not, it's like the opposite. A good life coach is literally like the opposite of toxic positivity. Life coaching is actually learning to allow and welcome all the emotions that we experience on our human journey. So we're going to roughly, there's no rule of thumb, experience like half positive, half negative, but we can transition, and some people I coach, and I know even myself, have felt like, oh my gosh, I'm way more than 50% on feeling the negative, or thinking that those are negative, when they're all just, human emotions, and it's natural. We can't help how we feel, but when we do recognize, and life coaching teaches us this, that our current thinking creates our current reality, okay? Our current thinking, our thoughts, is what creates our current results, and we think it's all the circumstances, and we think, oh, it's COVID, or it's been remote learning, or what somebody says, or what somebody does, and it's really our thinking about those circumstances or situation that drives our feelings. And our feelings, we are human beings, we live on the feeling line, so we do things to make us feel a certain way, and we avoid doing things to avoid feeling a certain way, and so when we understand that it's just our thoughts, and here's my thought rainbow, and Thoughts are just like a rainbow. They come and they go. They're optional. They're a sentence in our mind. They're a cloud going by. We don't have to stay attached to them, and we don't have to choose them. And 50% of the way there is just having awareness of the thoughts that are coming up, okay? And our feelings are like messengers. So they just let us know that we have some sort of thought or belief, which is just a really strong, powerful thought that we haven't challenged and continue to believe is true. That's what drives and triggers our feelings, okay? So that's super powerful. So that doesn't mean the toxic positive life coach, if I was playing someone who was, I would say, oh, you just have to thought swap and create a positive thought. Everything's awesome. And then you have a feeling of feeling happy all the time, and I'm walking on sunshine, and you're like, no way, that's cheesy, unrealistic, and not true, and I can't just believe in that, and is there something wrong with me that I can't just thought swap and start being believable or this positive person? Well, there's nothing going wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you at all. You're not broken. You need no fixing whenever you feel any sort of emotion, even if you think it's negative, okay? There's nothing going wrong. There's nothing to fix, okay? But there are ways that we can help ourselves create some more positivity and to move us to having some more happiness, to having some more walking on sunshine moments in our lives, okay? And we can do that for ourselves intentionally and on purpose, okay? So I'm going to challenge you to start doing that and find the ways that work for you. The ways that work for all of us are to get outside, okay? It's going to be huge for us to start, because with like COVID, we've been inside, we've been indoors, and it's been winter. I live in Nebraska. It's been flipping cold here for a long time now. It's gorgeous. And so get outside, literally get outside. Get your eyeballs to the sun. I mean, soak it in, okay? The other thing that can help is having some gratitude practice. So like 3 things you're grateful for right off the bat when you wake up in the morning. Spend 5 minutes on it. At the end of the day, 3 amazing things that happened today. They can be anything. They can be, I said hi to a neighbor and hadn't talked to them in forever. I had a nice meal with my family. I got outside. I got outside and checked out the yard, or I went on a walk with my dog. I mean, it can be something so small. I found a new playlist that was not Walking on Sunshine, and I found a new band. I mean, whatever it is, you have to create some of that positivity intentionally in your life, okay? So you can start singing, I'm walking on sunshine, and not feel like a fake, fraud, toxic positivity person, okay? But you can create and move and transition to creating more positivity in your life. And I want you to start now, and I want you to start with a massive action of making sure that I'm going to challenge us all, get outside every day, okay? I don't care if it's for 5 minutes. I want it to be longer than that. But I'm serious. Get outside every day. It changes your brain. It's going to lighten things up. It's going to create more positivity, okay? It's going to create a connection with something outside of yourself, with the world, okay? Make some observations. Look at the trees, look at the birds. Make at least one observation, okay? Be curious, okay? You got this, okay? And if you want to, you can sing I'm Walking on Sunshine, okay? I'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to the IME Community Podcast, where self-love is your superpower. The content of this podcast represents the opinions of Dr. Carla Lester and is not intended as, and shall not be understood as, a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. The opinions shared reflect the host and guest and do not represent an organization or medical group. Always seek the advice of your physician or therapist if you have concerns about your health. And please, like and subscribe to the IME Community Podcast. Share IME with your friends and go to imecommunity.com to join the member community. Don't forget to follow IME on social.